Hey everybody, it's Derek from North Awakens here, bringing you the second installment of our 3-star specialists, and I'm very happy to have Northern Monkey on with me to go over the max attack. How are you doing today, Northern?
Yeah, I'm fine, thanks, Derek. Thanks for having me. Looking forward to getting this done.
Awesome. Well, we're glad to have you. Your attacks are always so smooth, so it'd be nice to get a little bit into what's going into your head when you're coming up with them. So we take a look. We have the Twidless session up. If you just kind of want to walk through your plan, as what you're looking for in bases when you want to perform that max attack, and kind of how this plan went about, I'll turn the floor over to you.
Yeah, okay, yeah, thank you. I suppose with the max attack, if no one knows what it is, it's essentially a four-quake attack. As you look to open up the base, ideally to target queen and at least two air defense, I would say. Get your kill scored in there. I suppose the other main thing about the max attack is that you use all your spells on the kill squad, normally a rage and a heal, so that when you deploy your loons, you've not got any spells. So that's a key factor when looking at the base. Obviously, number 8 is Justice Freedom. There were a number of factors that made me decide that the max attack was good for this. One of the big ones for me was the fact that the X-bows, both set to ground, swords, always a good thing for me. Two less defences that the attacking troops have to worry about, certainly the main portion of the attack. Two defences down is a big bonus for me. Second one being that, looking for Quake can access a large portion of the base, essentially opening up. So essentially opening up about this here, which is good value for us at low Town Hall 9s with the lower level heroes in North Awakens. The next big factor I look for in a base is the position of the remaining air defences. Again, big circles around them. They're only sort of one hop away from the previous defences, so it's not a large distance to travel for the loons. Of course, with them having no spells, that is an issue because they are slow moving. So that's what I look for when doing the max attack. Farming bases like this, generally they seem to be a good option. People have their air defences nice and symmetrical. One reason or another seem to have their X-bows set to ground. It's easy to get to. So that's what I look for, and that's what I saw in this base.
Awesome. Yeah. And those are all good things you see there with just quick access to being able to take out all those air defenses, pretty much leave, just those bases, without anything that can really hurt those max level loons that you're seeing you bring in there. And I like how with noting this, there's the low level heroes that something you can do and take good advantage of bases at an early Town Hall 9 level, which is obviously what we see a lot in North Awakens, since that's kind of the Town Hall 8s and early Town Hall 9s are what we have in there. Just kind of hopefully adding another little tool to their tool belt through maybe this attack, or knowing someone who they can talk to about it. So I guess we can go into what your actual plan was here, Northern. Give me 1 second. I'll clear this markup. So yeah, if you want to go into what your actual plan was and how you deployed everything, then we'll take a look at that.
Yeah, sure. Plan was, kind of highlighted it anyway, was to drop the Quake here, obviously aiming for the ADs and the AQ. That opens up that massive portion of the base. And not only that, it's a fairly easy funnel with the wizards. Just dropping them as and when. I'm still kind of mixing it up with the wizards. I still think I bring too many, but there is no by king up true. So like you say, nice easy funnel. Means you kill squad the king and queen are just going to come straight in here and obviously take out what's required so far. The next thing I look at was obviously deployment of balloons. Another thing that I should have mentioned about the bases. If you look on the outside, all the defences are there, which is great. So the balloons don't have to travel too far in to actually take them out. I then bring 2 hounds in, one for each air defence. Again, it's something that I'm toying with, and ironically after the last video with Clipper, something that I thought I used to deploy 2 hounds onto the 1 air defence. So I thought that enabled me to deploy the loons around the outside without having to worry about deploying the hounds. But I found, certainly on this attack, by getting my 2 hounds in, 1 on each air defence straight away, allows me to come in with a nice, drop of loons, 2 per defence, leaving a couple for cleanup if required, and getting everything moving in onto the defences as soon as possible, really, and I'm kind of hoping that I've got enough loons to make it.
Yeah, I definitely like how when I watched that attack, that's one thing I really thought was pretty slick there is deploying like that, since the air defenses are so close to that outside. You look at any direction, you go one path in there, one path in there, same with that one or that one, and we'll clear that up a little bit. But so I really like that you did that because you were able to collapse so many defenses so quickly, and then it pathed everything right into those expos in the core and everything really well.
Yeah, I agree, and hence why I like to split the hounds. I found that when I deployed 2 hounds, say if I deployed 2 on here, I'm waiting for the balloons to get there and sort of stop with my raid halfway, because essentially these defences are out of bounds until the hounds time for the balloons. So by doing this, like say, get the troops down quickly, both air defences distracted, they're not too far from the edges, and essentially you can overwhelm them, especially with level 6 air defences, and obviously level 2 hounds at Town Hall 9 are pretty good.
Yeah, definitely. That early Town Hall 9, those hounds, especially on these lower level air defenses like that, they're able to just sit there and soak up, all that damage for so long. And it does help that those expos are not going to be beaten on them as much there, and they are only level 1. But it was just a very very nice raid there. I like how you were able to get those balloons targeting all those outside defenses. Really, kind of those things you were definitely mentioned you're looking for, and just that's kind of skill set and excuse me there, the skill set and knowledge of the game that we're excited to be able to bring to other people in North Awakens through these types of videos. So, I guess just a few things that some people may have. Would you say that there's any kind of hero levels that you would suggest, you should have at least 10-10 heroes or 15-15 heroes before doing this attack, or can it be done with lower heroes, in your opinion?
I mean, 10-10 is what I've got slightly higher than 10-10, and that got the job done on this. It would have to be base dependent, I suppose, if you had really exposed their defences and you think you can get your heroes in there, then go for it. But it is a trade-off. Space is at a premium. You need them loons. I would say 10-10 would make me more comfortable if I was an attacker, especially even at early Town Hall 9.
Awesome. I know that's kind of where I was thinking that this attack would be. Certainly with the lower level defenses, you can get in there, but as always, these attacks are always base dependent, and you got to kind of look at how far your kill squad has to get in. These air defenses weren't so close; that's where they wouldn't, 10-10 here. If the air defenses were 3 on one side and 1 on the other next to the queen type of deal, you probably wouldn't be able to get 2 air defenses like that with 10-10 heroes. But when they have them close like this with that queen, 10-10 is certainly able to get it done.
Yeah, I agree. I I think sometimes we probably underestimate how important heroes are. You know, we watch these attacks, we learn from the better players or the high heroes, see them make the big pushes into the base, and possibly don't think or realise that that the heroes are the basis for that push and the direction they take. So it's a very critical factor in time online attacks, isn't it? To look at your heroes.
Exactly. Okay, well, we think we got your plan here. We see what you're gonna do. Let's take a look at you executing it and see if they're, have you walk us through it.
Okay, here's the attack starting live. As you can see, I like to get my quakes down, no distractions, get them down nice and early. Opens up the base, and God forbid I misplace it, gives me a chance to adjust. Put the golems down. Again, there's that funnel. The army camps make great funnels. Kills without poison. Again, very vital piece of the attack. Extremely OP at the moment. Probably should allow me to use less wizards. As you can see, making a big push in, drop the rage. King still at sort of full health, 1 AD down, the AQ's down. At this point I was quite happy with how the attack was going. Drop the heal, the king, both air defences down, and here I come in with the hound, like I said. Try to get them down as quick as I can so that I sort of essentially overwhelm the point defences. Tesla targeting my hound also as a bonus. You always want your hounds to pop in an attack like this.
Yeah.
Down. Super didn't really give me much trouble, and already most of the defences are down. Couple of loons left. Back end there was that arch towers that was distracted. Like I say, loons, when the damage they do is just so overpowered, they get free run at anything. They knock the base up in no time.
Yes. Is there anything watching that? Anything you would do differently if you had to do it again, or were you pretty happy with how everything went?
Yeah, I mean, I was happy. I'd probably take less wizards. I think I took 8. I always seem to use 8 as a default, and I think there's possibly less, especially with how strong a poison is, probably less need for wizards and more balloons, which is always great for an air attack. So I'd probably go with some less wizards really, have a more efficient funnel.
Awesome. Well, I'm happy. You did a great job, Northern Monkey. I'm happy you could be on. Thanks for coming on and showing us this attack.
No, thanks for having me, and keep up the good work with the channel there. We all appreciate it.
Well, everybody, thanks for watching.